Hello, my name is Michelle Kania, and I'm an art teacher here at Pencrest High School. I wanted to give you a little bit of information about myself before we delve into the specifics of the course. I grew up in media. I went to Glenwood and Springton Lake and Pencrest High School, and I graduated from Pencrest in 1998. I went to the Maryland Institute College of Art in Baltimore, where I received my Bachelor of Fine Arts degree in Fine Arts. I graduated from there in 2002. And then I graduated from the University of the Arts in Philadelphia in 2004 with a master's in the art of teaching in visual arts. I have been at Pencrest as a teacher since 2004, so this is my 17th year here at Pencrest, which is pretty crazy. I've lived more than half of my life here at Pencrest, which I love, obviously. I love doing what I do. I love teaching. I love teaching art. Art is my passion. I also do artwork on the side at home. So I'm always looking for new and exciting ways to inspire my kids and also to inspire myself. This year is obviously the craziest year that we've started so far, and our goal and my goal is to make this as close to the art experience at Pencrest as I possibly can. So I'm going to go over some course information with you, the course contract, and some upcoming information about picking up materials for supplies for the course. Hello, I'm going to walk you all through one course, just kind of show you where everything is for all of my courses. All courses look the same when you bring them up on Schoology. This is Art Major 1, but even the semesterized courses are the same. And there's a lot of general guidelines to follow that are similar for all the courses. If you have any specific questions for your course, please let me know, but they are all run generally the same. So this is the welcome screen that your student will get. This is the Zoom link where they click on to join class. This is my welcome screen. Video about me, and then a Schoology tour if they need them. Also, the syllabi are right here if you want to look through the specific syllabus for that course. I've also put one in the folder for you to look at. Office hours, if students need to make office hour appointments, they can sign up on this tab right here. It'll bring them directly to the calendar where they can sign up. Contact information, so my email address, I'm here every day from 7 to 2:30, and then my phone number right here. And then resources are art supply kit information. All students will be receiving an art supply kit that they will take with them. If we are virtual, they will keep them at home. This will include all the materials that they will need for the projects that they are assigned to do. So everything that they have will be supplied to them. If we go hybrid, students will keep their art supply kits here. And there are a number of reasons for that. One of which, we have students who have multiple art courses, so they have to carry, multiple bins home. And also because I know there's no way that we can ensure students will be bringing their bins to school, then home, and back and forth every day. So if we do go hybrid, students will have their bins here because they will not be able to share supplies. They will each have their own kit with all of their stuff here, and then they'll be working on a supplementary project at home. The art course contract, you should have seen it. This is the first assignment that all students had to do. This is just our basic rules as far as with virtual and things that we expect, expectations that we have, and how the courses will run. So every course will have an art kit and project pack to be picked up. We ordered our supplies back in July, and it looks like every school in the country is doing the same thing where they weren't sure what to order, so all the supply companies are kind of backlogged. So we did just get the actual boxes to put the projects in. We hope to roll out our kits by next week. So this week we'll spend building the kits for the students and labeling everything, and then next week they will be able to be picked up. The first 3 weeks we've been doing photography assignments where students we've been getting to know each other. They did an autobiographical assemblage where they created a picture that visually explained who they are, things that they liked, things that were important to them. Then last week we did a flat selfie, so they were able to create a flat drawing that's a selfie that's stylized, that they're going to use this week to do the elements of art, and next week for the principles of design. The following week, like I said, we'll be going right into art supplies and right into the projects. So students will be expected to pick up their supplies throughout the year. We will not be giving them everything for the entire semester all at once. So if students are unable to pick up, they will need to set up with me a time when they can pick things up, but they do need to come and get their supplies because they will need them for their assignments. Every student's going to receive a kit regardless of your course. So ceramics A, you will be getting clay, you will be getting ceramics tools. Metalwork and jewelry, you will be getting metal, you will be getting wire, pliers, everything that you need. Mixed media, we do multiple different medias, so you will generally get each project one at a time for what you need. And then art major 1, you'll be getting sketchbooks and all the materials that you need for the first couple projects to get rolling along. With these projects, we do expect that non-consumable items such as rulers, scissors, tools are brought back at the end of the class, whether that's the semester or at the year. And that's because we can reuse them over and over again. We can sanitize them and give them to somebody else. So all non-consumable items, which are tools, are expected to be returned. If you're given paint, pencils, crayons, we do expect that you'll go through those, and that's okay. If you do not return the tools and supplies, then there will be an obligation, which is the amount that it costs to purchase them, will be made on your account. Every student will receive supplies specific to the project. Like I said, it might be clay, sketch paper, good paper. Every project is going to be submitted both online and in person. So when you come to pick up your next project pack for the next project, you will drop off your previous project so that I have the actual project itself. Everything must be submitted on Schoology so that I have a digital copy of it, and also that's where I grade and do my rubrics. Schoology communicates with Home Access Center. Everything is graded in Schoology and then transferred there. So everything has to be submitted on Schoology to be graded. So regardless if you finished it, make sure that it's on Schoology. That way, also, we have an art show every year. It's the first Wednesday in May. If we do need to do a virtual art show this year, that way I will have all of the digital files to create the website, and you can choose what you want in the art show, or students can. And also, if we do an in-person, in-school art show, we will have all of the artwork here so that it can be matted and hung and displayed. Because we're not in the classroom, obviously this process is a little different, but all students are expected to read and watch all introductory project materials. Every Monday, or not every Monday, but Mondays are demonstration days and intro days, so that any new project will be done on a Monday. If students miss that introduction because they're not in class, or the demo video, I will re-demonstrate, re-explain when they do come to class. And there will also be videos as references for all students in the appropriate folders. The rest of the week, because art is usually a production-based course, the rest of the week will focus on studio time. And that's how it would be in class. We would introduce the assignment, students would start sketching, start their ideas, coming up with things. I would help them troubleshoot, help them draw different, like if they need aspects with proportions or things that aren't right, give them suggestions for how to fix it. And then from there, they would start their project and work on it in class. We are holding them to the same expectations at home with virtual, is that they will work during class time. If students do not work during class time, they are still required to hand in a completed project. So if it's not finished, then points will be deducted. So I do expect every student to work in class time. We will stay in our Zoom. I will not let them leave. They'll be in smaller groups or a large group, and we'll all work together on the project so they can ask me questions. They can ask each other questions, and we can kind of check in with progress as it's made. All artwork must be theirs. We can do a reverse image search for any and all assignments submitted. So if they hand something in that is too good to be true, it is possible to do a reverse image search on the internet. If it is found that the student submitted something that wasn't theirs and that they didn't do, that they just took off the internet and submitted it, they will receive a 0 for the assignment and they will not be allowed to make it up. So it is very serious. It is plagiarism when they take a work from someone else's and they submit it as their own. If they need to schedule an in-progress meeting with me through Google Calendar, then they can. We can talk. They can obviously hold their pictures up to the camera. They can send me photos whenever they want, asking questions or feedback. So just like we would be in class, we're really trying to do the same thing in here. To submit their final project, they need to take a good quality photo of their finished piece and submit it into Schoology and complete the critique that goes along with it. So projects are not completely handed in until they're submitted in Schoology. So even if it's done, it has to be submitted so that I can grade it. And then their completed projects have to be dropped off when they pick up their next project pack. Students are expected to respond to all of my emails, so even if it's just an okay acknowledging that they got it, please respond to me. And then I just want them to advocate for themselves. If something came up or if something happened, if they lost their project, if the dog ate it, anything, I just expect and hope that they will reach out to me with any questions or problems they have, because I can't help and I can't troubleshoot without knowing what's going on. So I'm only going to know if there's a problem if they tell me, and we are very flexible as a department, and especially now you have to be flexible. They're flexible with me when I have little technology glitches of things that won't open or whatever. So I will gladly do the same for them. I know we all run into problems from one time or another. Lastly, grading is done through Schoology, and it transfers to Hack. Previously, we were able to put a Z in for a project that was not finished or not completely handed in, so it was missing. And that would tell the student a Z meant they could still hand it in, but it factors in as a 0. So now in Schoology, we can put missing, but it transfers over to Hack as a 0. We have a mid-marking period due date, which means everything for the first half of the marking period is due on that date. After that date, it turns into a 0. And then there's a last day to submit at the end of the marking period, which is the due date for the second half of the marking period. So we divide it in half, the marking period, first half and second half, so that students don't have a snowball effect where they miss a few things, then it just keeps growing and growing. They receive 1 point off their record grade if it is handed in late, and that's it because things happen, and I fully anticipate that they will hand things in. And they do have up until that mid-marking period due date or the last day to submit. So don't be nervous if you look at your students' grades and see it's a 0. You can reach out to me at any point in time. I will tell you if they're failing. I will reach out to you if they are in danger or something's going on. But feel free to reach out for me too. You can always email me or call me. Let me know, any issues that are going on. We'll work with everyone and we'll get through this together. I look forward to what we're going to do in class. This year is different, but we're going to make it happen, and we are going to do some great stuff.